Hey everybody, it's time for the homework assignment that I've been talking about with an interior scene. And the cool part about this is that I'm going to be offering you tips and tricks as you go along and giving you some of my inside knowledge about how to make cool interior scenes. What you're looking at here on my screen is, on the right, a picture that I found from Arc Daily. It's a really cool house that I like, and you've got all the pictures of the house, including this one here, which I thought was great because it's simple and it's also a really nice photograph, so we can use it to try and recreate something. And on the left is my recreation of that via rendering, and you can see it's not perfect. Obviously there's a lot more contrast and more red in the floor down here. My camera angle isn't perfect. There's a lot of things you could criticize, but I do really like the feel of this rendering on the left. And what I always tell people is to try and copy photographs. Okay, this shows you what natural light would look like if you look at this photo, and it shows you also a very nice composition. It shows you what photoreal is all about. So on the left, I feel like this is a pretty photoreal rendering, and if I fine-tuned a lot of the details, it'd be even more photoreal, like adding in some of these lamps up here and some of that faded or that overexposed background, those kind of things. If I focused a little more on my materials and made my reflection a little nicer, with some glossy maps and things like that. I mean, there's a million things you can do, but this is great looking at this side by side. So that's going to be your assignment. I'm going to give you the link to all these images, and it actually gives you a floor plan too, and it gives you lots of images around the house. And I want you to recreate this photograph from the images that are provided on the internet. And then you can make your own materials, make your own lighting to try and recreate this. And I'm going to go through and show you what I did so that you have tips for how to do it yourself. And then at the end, we're hopefully all going to share it on the discussion boards, and you're going to show us what you've got as far as your 3D rendering skills. And the bonus of all this is that throughout it all, we're going to be learning how to create awesome interior scenes. So one quick note, when you are in your... Hold on one second. Okay, when you're in your lectures from my classes, and I have a link, which is how I'm going to provide this house to you, it's going to be here in the View Resources area. So as you're watching this...
Types of guide drawings. One thing we need to do first...
2 times speed, so I sound like a chipmunk. Okay, no, but there will be a little button up here for View Resources. And what it does is bring up this over here. And at the bottom it says View External Resources. Click on this and it will open in a new tab whatever resources I'm linking to. So I'm going to link to this house here. This link, you can also see at the top here what it is, although that'd be hard to type in. But I'll provide the link to it in that resources area. And you can go all through these so you know exactly what the floor plan of this house is. It actually provides a floor plan in here. If I can get to it right there. So you could save that out and trace to it, or you can just eyeball it and figure out how this mass all works. And we're going to build it in 3D from scratch, and you're going to make all your own materials and light it how you want and try to recreate that photograph. And if you want to get real crazy, you could recreate any one of these photographs. But I chose the one because it's simple. There's not a lot of furniture. We could buy some nice modern furniture or model some of our own if you've taken my furniture class and just pop it in here. You know, there's 3 pieces of furniture and a lamp. Pretty easy to create. So it's a minimalist scene, but it's going to be a great exercise in lighting for interiors, modeling also, and materials. So I think it's going to be a great assignment. Follow along with me and remember to check those resources for the link and we can get started. And then follow along with my courses that are after this one, and I'll show you what I'm doing to try to create that image that I showed you. This one, how I did this, how I created these materials, how I created my model, all that stuff. And I'll give you tips that help you along the way to create an awesome project. So follow along, it's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope to see what you can create at the end.